got the Dragons, burner at wide receiver. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
we're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to reach the century mark.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be...
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching your partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
You're down to the 41. But you look at this defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance. Because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Dragons.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nash. And he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Dragons.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Lawrence.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lawrence will throw.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys have taken the lead.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence
steps away to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Houston.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, here's Foster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well Creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount in today's football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started a bit south of here in Puerto Rico, and their capital city of San Juan. And it's the Condors who have the lead. The Condors trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Bengals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. It's long. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. It's long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
They run the counter. It's long. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Long.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He juked him. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
27-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Houston's offense taking over again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
They run the counter. It's long. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now here's a throw that's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Number 9. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Long. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run the counter. Long. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Long, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Pickup on the play. 1st down, Dragons.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Long. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down now. It's long, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, long.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way